Designers, some interesting news today, somewhat related to design technology, but a little more to science than strictly design technology, but it's pretty exciting. There are some physicists who were inspired by the idea of the Startrack Enterprise warp drive, and they've thought really carefully about how that could be possible in the real world. And they just published an article in the journal Applied Physics about how you could potentially build a warp drive spaceship. It's not something we could build today, given the science that we are capable of with engineering, but it may be a model that we could actually build in the future to warp space, which is mind-blowing to me. That's such a science fiction concept. The idea that it's really possible with science is amazing. And a little closer to home and a little more practical, NASA has a rover on Mars. You may know about this already, but they just released video and photos of its first few feet of travel, which is exciting and amazing if you think about the design that they built here. They built a robot that accepts radio signals from Earth. That means something that travels at the speed of light for at least 4 hours to get there, to send the commands. And then it executes the commands and sends photographs back to us from 4 light minutes away, minimum, depending on where we are relative to Mars in the two orbits. The next exciting thing that's going to be happening, which again relates a little bit to design recently in the last few years, is that they landed in a fairly flat spot. It looks like they lucked out and got a perfect landing zone. The next thing that they're going to do is drop the bedpan out of the rover, which will have a little remote helicopter. And the helicopter will then do its test flight, and we'll get to see if that works in Mars atmosphere. This is a first-time trial that they haven't done anything like before. So they're hoping that the little helicopter works. So pretty exciting stuff. Back much closer to home, here on NOLAT Labs, if you haven't checked your Think Design map this week, be sure to check that and make sure that your 4th column, stretching, is finished by Thursday. That is the expectation, that you will have 4 completed columns on the Think Design map by Thursday. If you don't, all of the other maps access will close, and then you will be locked out until you finish that 4th column. So get that done today, first priority, and then anything else.